back to VAsian Global News. I would like to thank our special guest, Attorney Vissia Calderon.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. One of the best immigration attorneys in Las Vegas, and certainly the prettiest.
Wow, thanks.
That I know of, at least personally. Welcome back, Attorney Calderon, and thank you for accepting our invitation.
You're very welcome. It's my pleasure.
Thank you. And Filipino-American groups led by the National Alliance for Filipino Concerns, or NAFCON, will hold May Day rallies in Washington, D.C. to air their disgust over the new immigration bill proposed by the Senate. So is there anything specific in this item that people are really mad about?
Well, I don't know if we can say that people are really mad about them. But you see, as you probably know already, the Senate has come up with their version of their comprehensive immigration reform. And there are some aspects there that the Filipino-American community in particular are opposing. Mm-hmm. One of them is the elimination of the sibling preference petitions, which is petitions by U.S. citizens for their brothers and sisters who remain in their home countries. The second is elimination of petitions for married children of U.S. citizens who are over 31 years of age. And the third is the cutoff date for those who will be benefited by this immigration reform, for those who have only arrived in the United States before December 31st, 2011. Among all of these provisions of the bill, I think what Filipino Americans are mostly opposed of are the elimination of the sibling petitions by U.S. citizens.
So who are they calling the Group 8 in the Senate?
Well, the Group of 8 or the Gang of 8 is actually a bipartisan group of senators. It's composed of members of the Republican and Democrats who have come together and made proposals for key principles of comprehensive immigration reform. Hopefully, because Democrats and Republicans are being represented in this proposal, that the issues that are important to both sides are addressed. So that's the idea.
Okay. So is there a reason why this Group of 8 are trying to eliminate the sibling petition?
Well, you see, one of the basic tenets or basic principles of immigration reform is they wanted to increase the quotas for workers. But in the process, they also
workers of what?
Workers into the United who are coming into the United States. But in the process, they also wanted to decrease those who are coming in on preference family-based immigration. Among the preference categories for family-based immigration, there is such a huge backlog for sibling petitions. For the Philippines alone, there's about 24 years of waiting for petitions by U.S. citizens for their brothers and sisters. Well, some critics to the elimination of the sibling preference criticize the bill and they are saying that we're trading siblings for workers. I actually wanted to read a quote from one of the senators, from one of the Republican senators who are one of the proponents of this elimination of the sibling category. What they're saying is just because it's painful, you made a choice to come to America, that doesn't necessarily mean you get to bring your aging parents or your brother and sister. It just doesn't mean that. And I don't necessarily agree with this. This is probably what the Filipino Americans are going to rally against come May. You know, this is completely against our family values. Obviously, we invest a lot of time, money, and effort in trying to bring our siblings to come to the United States. With eventually, even if we have to wait for 20 years, even if we have to wait 25 years, eventually we want to be reunited. We want to be able to be together in our own home, in our new home. So
yeah, because we're family oriented. But in your personal opinion, will this bill pass?
Well, if you're asking me if immigration reform will pass, you know, it's too soon to predict. I sure do hope so. It's time. It's just right for immigration reform to pass. But if you're asking me if these question provisions will pass, I'm not in favor of them, and I hope that they are not included in comprehensive immigration reform if it does pass.
I see. But do you think the Senate will kind of will push another version of this bill?
Well, the Senate has already proposed their version of the bill. The House of Representatives will have their own version. There's also a bipartisan group in the Senate, in the House of Representatives, who are working on their own version. Some people are saying that it will probably incorporate the key principles in the Senate proposal. And you know, right now there's no bill from the House of Representatives yet. We're still waiting.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Attorney
You're very welcome.
Calderon. You see, many of our viewers are keeping a close watch on immigration.
Yes, yes.
You should always be here,
Well,
so that
I
you
sure
can answer
hope so.
all of their questions.
Anytime, anytime.
So you're gonna consider then to appear here
Sure,
regularly?
sure.
Awesome. This is Rutherine
I'd love
Umali keeping you informed on VAsian Global News. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Switch to DirecTV today and get a free upgrade to the all-new Genie, our most advanced HD DVR ever. Genie serves your entire home with just one receiver, allows you to record any 5 shows at once, and gives you up to 3 times more HD recording capacity than cable. Order now and lock in your savings for 2 years. Other packages start at just $29.99 a month. So get all your TV wishes granted. Switch to DirecTV and get your free upgrade to Genie today.